The cabins were built by hand. The headframe of a mine still stands watch. The art, artifacts, and personal items on display helped shape Iron County into what it is today.
The pioneers, if you will, who settled in Iron County, they were go-getters, and their descendants are still here, joined by some of us from away who just fell in love with the place. But the attitude of the average Iron County resident is that they can do anything. You know, if something doesn't exist, they figure out how to make it exist, and that pioneer spirit, if you will, is alive and well here.
This is just some of what you'll find at the Iron County Historical Museum.
The biggest takeaway is what a labor of love, what a community effort this museum is. Everything that's here was donated, given, in very rare cases bought, but all of it's from Iron County. There isn't anything here that isn't from Iron County. We truly are the keeper of the history of Iron County.
There are 27 buildings on the property, from homes to saunas, bars, and schools. There's something new everywhere you look.
We just finished the timeline in the Michigan corridor. The last step to have that completed is the letters depicting Michigan, Iron County, and the USA. So the timeline is divided into 3 sections and sort of shows you how history intertwines between Michigan, the UP, or the Iron County, and the US.
If you haven't been to the museum in a while, your next trip could look a lot different.
Heritage Hall was built before this space. It was the original gathering space. It's where all the fundraisers happened, and the plays, and the music, and all the stuff that was in the 70s and 80s was a big deal. And then over time, it got changed into sort of a set of exhibits, sort of a hodgepodge of things that didn't fit anywhere else. So we've taken everything out of there. We've rewrapped the rafters. Connors Sports Flooring just donated a floor, so this, as we're speaking, the flooring is being delivered, so it'll acclimate for a couple of weeks, and then they'll install that floor. And then we get to the real work, which is building all new exhibits back there.
Preserving history is about more than displaying pieces of the past.
Just because the mines are gone doesn't mean we are.
Each display has a personal connection to the people who have and continue to call Iron County home.
We had a 50th wedding anniversary here, and coincidentally that couple got married in the church on our property when it was still in Gastra. We have visitors who come up and say, hey, you know, my grandpa and my great-grandparents lived here, and they have things in this museum that was in their home. And that's just gives you kind of chills a little bit to think about.
All tours are self-guided.
Take your time and come back more than once. I've been here since 21, and I still, every day as I'm walking through, from getting from here to there, whatever I'm working on, I see things I hadn't noticed before.
The museum is always looking for help, whether you can mow the grass, hang up some pictures, or you're good with a computer. There's a place for you.
We have a huge thousands and tens of thousands of documents in our archives, and none of it's digitized. So we're constantly asking for people that can come in and help us catalog and fill out database information, so that when somebody calls and says, hey, I just moved into this house that was built in the 1890s and I want to know about it, and because nothing's digitized, it's very time consuming to find that information. So we feel like we have all of this resource, but we don't have a way to really dive into it and share it.
In Caspian, Ben Raymond, Local 3 News.